Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here, and welcome back for more Persona 5. So yeah, another week without an episode last week, which kind of sucked. I just never felt up to it. Kind of had a stressful week, really a stressful month, and I've just been struggling to keep up with things, and yeah, it just didn't happen. But today it is going to happen, and we're going to continue, and I think this might be the last episode, because I think last time we kind of beat the final boss. It sure seemed like it, at least. I mean, maybe there's an off chance there's some other, thing down the line, but I'm thinking this is probably going to be where it ends, because, I mean, that thing we fought, it was basically a god, so, I don't know how you go anywhere from there. So yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be, winding to a close. So we'll see. And I'm excited to see just how we wrap things up in general. So let's just go ahead and get this started. Christmas Eve.
I didn't expect to find the world's savior alone on Christmas Eve.
The world's savior. Yeah, I'll take it. Get my credit.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Of course. Anytime.
First off, thank you for taking my request. With your actions, I can only hope that public opinion changes. It will...
Oh, sorry. Don't like cutting her off.
With your actions, I can only hope that public opinion changes. It will change, won't it?
Yeah. Find out.
True. It was social reform on a scale no one has ever accomplished before. But I believe that it will. Shido confessed to a variety of crimes. We can arrest him on those charges.
Good.
The problem lies in proving him guilty.
Yeah.
It'd be difficult unless the correlation between the metaverse and the mental shutdowns is made. Akechi, who perpetrated those crimes, has gone missing. You're the only ones left who can testify.
Oh, are we gonna do that? Gonna reveal our identities?
I'll be blunt. I want you to turn yourself in to the police.
Okay. I mean, she kind of explained why. So that would be kind of stupid, so let's turn myself in.
Your testimony will be necessary in order to prove Shido guilty. However, that will mean placing you on center stage. You'll be treated as a hero who saved this country.
Well, I could get used to that.
But there's no way that the police or the public prosecutors will let that slide. They'll lose face to you and the Phantom Thieves. If that happens, there's no telling what they'll do to you or your teammates. There's even the possibility that they'll fabricate a crime and move to arrest you all. If you turn yourself into the police, you'll definitely be arrested. And there's your past record. The police and prosecution will strike there.
Yeah.
They'll treat your arrest as grave misconduct and revoke your probation. You'll most likely be sent to juvenile hall and placed in solitary confinement.
Well, that doesn't seem very fair.
They'll be content as long as they get a testimony without the Phantom Thieves being hailed as heroes. That should guarantee the safety of your teammates. Or rather, I'll make sure it's guaranteed. I'll close all the cases surrounding Shido. I intend to expose them all. It's to prevent society from becoming distorted again. That's what you want too, isn't it?
We succeeded in changing not only Shido's heart, but that of the general public as well. The cognitive metaverse has disappeared too, along with that malevolent god. However, it sounds like my testimony is necessary for them to find Shido guilty. But there's no knowing what the police would do. They never let a Phantom Thief be the hero. Why do the police have to be such jerks? That, I mean, having said that, my testimony would at least keep my teammates safe. They'd know I was acting out of line while under probation, though. This might be the only way to ensure all our efforts don't go to waste.
This is almost like a final deal between the two of us.
Yeah.
I'll ask you once more. I'd like for you to turn yourself into the police, of your own accord.
So it's another situation where I can't say no.
Thank you. I had a feeling you'd say that. Leave the rest to us.
Not that I would say no, but I mean, like...
Alright.
I always love a good non-choice. Do I really have to do it now, though, on Christmas Eve? Like, that seems a bit much to ask. I don't know. Oh. I have a message. It seems to be an invite to spend time together. Is something wrong? Oh. Very well. You can turn yourself in tomorrow morning. On Christmas? Really? Is that much better? Like, can we... Aw? As a doctor, I don't have much interest in Christmas Eve. But I figured you'd want to do something as a couple. You know, I wouldn't mind if we spent the day together. Ah. Let's go. Thanks. I'll close the clinic early. I'm heading to Shibuya, so let's meet in front of the station. Gotta love having only one option there. Because I'm not awful. Takemi and I roamed the snowy Shibuya streets for quite some time.
What a lot of people. Seriously. Anyway, I'm surprised we ended up together, considering how many women there are in the world.
Yeah, I definitely had no shortage of options. Maybe I would say. Aww.
I'm so happy to hear that.
That's too sweet. Talking.
Oh, yeah. Here.
Muffler, okay.
Take it. I know this isn't like me at all, but... Hey. I thought you died in a prison suicide.
Yeah.
But here you are, sitting right in front of me. That, of course, is something we should celebrate, you know? But I know that's not allowed in this country. Are you sure you're going to be okay?
That's not allowed in this country, huh?
If that happens, there's no telling what they'll do to you or your teammates. There's even the possibility that they'll fabricate a crime and move to arrest you all.
Yes, I mean... I kinda wish I could tell. I mean, I don't know.
I see. I'm beat. I'm going to go. I'll be fine. It's as if I'm being forced to care for a patient who's beyond saving.
That's heavy.
Sorry about this. After you went out of your way to invite me.
I mean, technically, weren't you the one who messaged me?
Good night.
I mean, I guess, but I invited her over or whatever. But... well, yeah. Yeah, not the most happy Christmas date, but,
The public prosecutor's office finally decided today to break its long-standing silence. It seems there was consensus to try Representative Shido for the countless crimes he confessed. Furthermore, many demands have been made for Representative Shido to resign from his public position. Nationwide protests have begun in support of holding new elections, and an internet proposal has...
good.
I'm surprised so much changed in just one night.
Yeah, it's, funny how that works.
It's pretty impressive. But the kids...
Merry Christmas!
Yeah. Aww.
Huh?
They already know.
Why do you look so down? What are you crying about, Futaba? You guys get in a fight or something?
Aww.
Hey, Ryuji.
What's up with this gloomy vibe? Where's our guy?
Mako-chan, what's wrong?
She should be able to say. She's strong.
It's okay.
Or he could, I mean. Yeah, they're not gonna like this. I mean, it's like...
I don't comprehend. The hero who saved this nation is now living in juvenile hall?
it's pretty stupid.
It's just how the system works.
Well, screw the system. Bad system.
Don't let it get to you.
As is usually the
I
case.
did my best to discuss the options, but nothing I said could change the outcome.
Aww.
Damn it! This can't be
Glad to know
happening.
you tried, Makoto.
Are we supposed to just agree to this? I can't do that! Me neither.
I must object as well.
Wanting to interrogate him makes sense, but the measures following were questionable at best.
All that crap about his record and probation was bullshit! He didn't do any of that!
Won't everything just cancel out if Shido tells the whole truth? That won't be enough. Remember what my sister said before? In order to overturn a sentence, you need definitive evidence that proves the subject's innocence.
Evidence? How are we gonna find anything like that? I mean... the police were in on all that crap too. So any proof they got's probably been destroyed.
Futaba, is there any way you can use your computer to find information?
Well, that's something computers are usually good for.
I'll do what I can. But don't put too much faith in it. It's not some kind of almighty device.
That's also true.
The metaverse doesn't exist anymore either. Boss, can't you think of another means by which we can help him? I wonder what Mona-chan would say if he were here right now.
Oh yeah.
He'd likely laugh and tell us how foolish we all are.
And he would say it in that high and mighty tone of his.
Aww.
That guy was real annoying. Now that he's gone, it feels...
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Guess we really did count on him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The hope of humanity.
I wish I could do something to help our leader.
Hey! Morgana'd be ashamed of us sitting around here moping like this. Honestly, I don't know what we should do. But if we give up, we'll never save him.
Didn't he save all of you? If we aren't gonna act now, when will we? We gotta do something!
Yeah, now's not the time to be hanging our heads.
Yeah.
What can we do without using the metaverse?
Maybe we'll be able to find something if we search around.
Let's just calm down and think about it. We've escaped death countless times before. There's no doubt we can do this.
That's right. Let's go!
We're gonna save our leader, no matter what it takes.
Okay.
All right.
We will now begin the interrogation. You acted as the leader of the Phantom Thieves that undermined our society. Is that correct? What you thought you were doing doesn't matter now. Moving on. As leader of the Phantom Thieves, you committed a number of crimes. Illegal entry into the Madarame residence and Okamura Foods, destruction of property, and the broadcast signal intrusion the other day was in violation of the radio law. There are some other infractions as well. On top of all that, you have a past history of crime, correct? Your transport to Juvenile Hall has been decided. We will transfer you in the coming days. Oh. Kind of wasn't expecting that to go down again so quickly. Anime.
Just look at them all party down there. They don't even know. Guess that's fine.
I wish he could be here with us.
Aww.
That said, we have our cellular phones, yes?
Cellular phones.
Was there truly a need to meet?
Our next move's important. We gotta get pumped.
Besides, don't you think
Great
it's
input,
nice looking in
Futaba.
person?
Cool.
New Year's Eve. It seems rowdier this year, doesn't it? We'll need to brace ourselves.
I'm going to try contacting my father's associates.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds like we're set. We must succeed, no matter the cost.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Really? Now that we know the name, all we need is an address.
You're right.
We'll succeed if we all do it together. Sis has yet to say anything, but I believe she's looking into possible actions as well. As for me, I will look into every viable solution. Thank you. Make sure you give my regards to Shiho-san. Oh, okay. Shiho. Cool.
Hey,
Oh, could we try getting their help as well? I'm sure they would gladly cooperate. That would be a great help. I'll leave that to you.
yes.
We'll talk again tomorrow. Let's save it, no matter what. So is that honor someone? I already told you. There was nothing wrong with his conduct. I was his guardian, so I should know best. I bet you're just trying to dig up some dirt. You probably want to pin a crime on him. But I'm not gonna let that happen, you hear me? I'll announce his name as the key figure in the completion of the medicine at the next conference. I've heard that Miwa-chan's progress is going well. Indeed, that's true, but I'm certain that this will help prove his good character in the trials. Please, I want to increase his chances of being found innocent as much as possible. I see, so that's why. You'll cooperate too, right? Glad to see her working for my behalf. That's great. Kawakami. And so we need to release an official opinion from this school to object his arrest to the police. You'll all agree with me, correct?
No way!
What good are teachers if they don't believe in their students? Nice. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the kid. Make sure the guys in lockup know not to let anyone lay a damn finger on him. Also, you guys know someone in public security, right? Won't you introduce me to him? I have to protect him using whatever means necessary. Okay, don't do anything foolish there, Why? I'm begging you. I appreciate it, though. I mean, just whatever means necessary. Yeah. Please, I beg of you, please help me collect enough signatures. I want to help a friend who's innocent. You're doing a petition, like, on the street. Okay, you're like the online guy. He's a really good guy. He always fights for the sake of others. I just think he's my best friend. There's probably a more efficient way to do this, or a way that more suits you, but nice. Probably not gonna get me signatures. So basically, the reason why we were able to come to our senses is because he saved us. And now he's in a crisis himself. I believe it's our turn to save him this time. But our words alone won't reach anyone. That's why I need Yokota-san and everyone's help. Won't you please protest the police with me? Please? Please, tell me if you know of this young man. I need testimonies from people to use in the special article in regards to him. Did he truly look like a boy who would cause an assault here? There's a discrepancy in the other residents' testimonies and the court decision at this time. Please, you have to remember. Cool, she's actually in a good position to help. And him too.
Everyone.
A certain young man is faced with a dilemma due to the unjust oppression by the government. He is suffering from a crime he did not commit. He is a promising young man who will support this country's future. What justice is there in a country without it being able to save such an individual? This cannot be allowed. Okay. They're all coming out for me. I mean, he does have fans. He's a little kid, but I guess he could maybe convince some people. Look at the guy ranked number 1 in these rankings. Isn't his score amazing? I really want to go up against him, but I heard he's been arrested for some crime he didn't commit. But I can't help him out with just myself alone. We need tons more people's voices, like on online forums and getting signatures and stuff. You have to say with me that it makes no sense that he's been arrested when he's done nothing bad.
Hey!
Please help him out. Yeah, well, hopefully. Oh, her?
Yes.
It's thanks to that young man. The reason I was able to escape from the fixed matches is because of his devoted support. However, such a young man with an honest heart is currently in juvenile hall serving an undeserved sentence. This time, I wish to be the one to help him out. Cool, she's given a TV interview, that'll help. I could actually do something. Oh, and here I am. Back here in my jail cell.
Magnificent.
Hey, Igor.
But you're confined in reality now, even after you escape the prison within your heart.
Yes, I see the irony.
What an ironic turn of events.
Exactly.
Because you wished for the fortune of others over your own well-being.
Yeah, that's what we're going for here.
Still, it will do. You chose the correct path with your own volition.
Yeah, it still kind of sucks, though.
You did not compromise your beliefs for personal gain to the very end.
Oh.
The last arcana you have taken hold of is the world.
Cool.
It is the willpower to stand up in this world on your own feet, unswayed by no one. That will become the basis of hope toward a future with your teammates who share the same belief. Now that you've gained that power, you are no longer an existence that wanders alone.
My own duties end here as well. You were truly a remarkable guest.
Yeah, well, okay, I guess you guys are done with me. Great. Confidants who probably aren't going to help me very much in the real world. Okay. Okay, end of February. February 13th. Hey there.
Long time no see. I have two great pieces of news for you today.
Okay.
First, we finally managed to prosecute Masayoshi Shido. He'll likely be found guilty.
Good.
I'm grateful for your cooperation with the trial. Your testimony proved to be very useful. To be frank, it seemed almost hopeless at one point. But thanks to the civil protests, some of the more indecisive prosecutors came to our side. It will likely be some more time until the hearing begins, but this is the first step to true change.
Cool.
The only charges right now are for breaking election laws, breaking funding control laws, and bribery. I knew that proving the metaverse's existence would be difficult, but I still find myself doing this one.
That's the hard part, for sure.
Shido did admit to all of his crimes, though, including everything you know about. Now for the other piece of good news. As of today, you'll be free to go.
Cool. Right before Valentine's Day.
Shido's confession brought light to the truth of your case. We were able to prove your innocence in the original assault charge that led to your arrest.
Yeah, it's convenient how it was him that did that, and not just some unrelated guy.
Your sentence will no doubt be rescinded. You're a free man.
It's great how it worked out that way.
The others did everything they could for you.
Yeah.
Bringing in the woman who was the victim in your case as a witness was the turning point.
Oh. Well. And was that, what's her name? Reporter girl who did that. Oh, yeah. Or was that a different woman? It kind of looked... I forget what the woman even looked like, but she was talking to some woman about the original case. I'm guessing that if you don't do all the confidants, then you stay in jail? Is that how it works? Someone let me know. Or if you don't do enough of them, maybe like you have to do more than half.
That wasn't all. An unbelievable amount of support has come in from various other places as well. To think they'd be able to track down someone involved in a case from well over a year ago. Regardless, the righteous phantom thieves are gone.
Or is that what my friends did? Did they find her? I don't know. That would make sense, because we didn't really see what they did, other than Makoto. She got apart, but we didn't really see what Ryuji or Yusuke or Futaba or anyone like that actually did.
All that remains is for us adults to lead society in the right direction.
So I'm guessing that's going to be... I'm going to see them, and they're going to explain that to me.
Then again, I have to wonder if you believe what I say.
I trust her.
Thank you.
She's great.
Still, I'm glad I was able to save you in court. I've never felt so happy in my entire life.
Aww.
I'm not quite sure how to put it, but saving your future meant more to me than my own career.
Yeah.
I feel like you even taught me how to live. That's not true. By the way, there's something that's been on my mind. What did the treasure of my world turn out to be?
Oh yeah, we never really got an answer for that, did we?
I suppose it doesn't matter now one way or the other. There is one more thing. I haven't even told Makoto about this, but I realized something after meeting all of you. My most prized treasure is the justice I use to protect those important to me.
Aw.
Makoto helped show me that as well.
She's just great.
Once the Shido case is settled, I'm thinking of quitting my job and becoming a defense lawyer.
Oh, okay. Well, that would be a change, but not really that big of one. I mean, it's a big change, but it's like you're still a lawyer.
I wanted to reform the system, but I'll have to leave that to someone else. Going forward, I want to enact justice not for myself, but for the sake of others. Well then, I need to go submit the paperwork for your release.
Cool.
Oh, that reminds me. May I ask you one final thing?
Sure.
According to your testimony, you could have stopped after taking Kamoshida down, couldn't you?
I guess so.
Why did you continue acting as the Phantom Thieves? Perhaps I'm thinking too much into this, but a thief who justly stole the hearts of others, and a criminal who controlled them for his own gain. It seems your destiny has been tied to Shido's for some time, and now it's finally settled. Doesn't this seem a little too perfect? It's almost as though someone planned it.
Oh, I wonder. Yeah?
Could it be that this was your goal from the very beginning?
It was all a game. The meta. But no, that's not a good answer. It's hilarious, but yeah, let's just be cute.
You're joking, aren't you? Still, I got a strange feeling when you said that. It almost felt like you were telling the truth. You know, this job has shown me my fair share of criminals and convicts. But if young people like you exist in this world, maybe things aren't as hopeless as they seem. I'm sorry for rambling. I shouldn't keep that man waiting for too long. Thank you again for everything you've done. See you later.
Oh, more anime. Who's it gonna be? All my friends? Or just Sojiro?
Hey,
Yeah.
you kept me waiting. Jeez. To be honest, I didn't really want to come.
Got the cool hat again.
Futaba just wouldn't stop bugging me. Anyway, you're a free man now, aren't you? It'd look bad on me if you did something again under my watch. All right, let's go home. It's cold, so get in quick. It's not moving at all.
Yeah.
Due to the railway incident this morning, widespread delays have impacted the
Railway
various
incident?
lines and...
Another accident.
Let's hope this one's actually an accident.
Reminds me of that day back in April. Remember when we went to introduce you at the school?
Oh, yeah.
It's almost been a whole year since then.
It's been over a
Back,
year in real
I
time.
was pretty awful to you. Throwing you in that storage room all by yourself. Then again, soon you're gonna be. Made some great friends here. You better thank them when we get back, alright?
Back to anime. And now it's gonna be all my buddies. Who am I gonna see first? Oh, just all of them. Huh? Aw.
Hey there.
Cute.
Woohoo! Namaste!
Whoa!
You did it!
It has been a while.
Not bad. You look fine. I'm glad you seem well. Come sit over here.
I gotta head out and grab some groceries.
Cool.
I'm sure you guys have plenty to talk about.
Yeah, I mean... Get to tell them about jail.
Man, it went well, yeah?
I'm so glad we didn't give up.
This was certainly worth the effort.
We didn't know what to do once you were gone, but then we realized something. Even if we don't have the metaverse or any other special powers, we can still change reality.
And that's a good message.
We were running around everywhere we could since the new year. It must have been over a month.
Not just us. Everyone who believed in you joined us. Thanks to that, we've got our leader back.
Wow. I can just be completely ungrateful. Thank you.
What are you talking about? You're the one who took the hit for us.
They treated you fine, right? Actually, did you lose some weight?
It would be understandable. I've heard the food in prison is quite foul. So, what did you eat?
Was it bugs? Fermented mackerel? Or maybe dirt?
I hope not.
You're missing the point.
You're gonna get some good food soon enough, though. Boss is out getting stuff for our party
Curry!
right now.
There's gonna be some curry.
Come on, everyone's back together. It's time to celebrate.
All coffee and curry.
Everyone.
Which really don't seem like they would go together, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's great.
Well, not quite everyone.
Oh yeah, gotta bring that up again. Make it heavy.
Right. Morgana.
He may have been the key person on this whole mission. We even considered what he would do when we were about to give up.
Mona totally would have done something, right? That cat would never quit on you.
He was always there to pull us forward.
Morgana truly was the engine of the Phantom Thieves.
Yeah, and our bus.
He was there after all.
Making the same joke as me. I guess it was too obvious a setup.
I want to see Mona again.
Yeah, we all do.
Huh? That That was quick, boss.
And is this going to be where we get to see a little... Yes.
Someone call for me?
Okay.
Mona?
So, how?
What are you doing here? I mean, didn't you disappear?
You can still talk and
Looks
everything.
like the only me that disappeared was the one in the metaverse.
Huh?
So, you stayed in reality as a cat?
When I woke up, I was out in Shibuya looking like this.
Cool.
That don't make any sense, though.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
kind
if you
of...
were alive, you should have come back right away.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It was right after I had said goodbye. It would have been awkward to come back so soon.
Yeah,
It seems he finally learned how to be tactful.
He's grown. I knew you guys had found your witness, so I was just waiting for him to get discharged. Well done on that, seriously. You pulled it off even without my help.
You made everyone think you were dead for 2 months. Or whatever.
You already returned to your normal, conceited self.
Yeah, I don't know about this, Morgana. It's kind of...
I'm sorry I worried you all.
You should be.
Oh, can I borrow the shower before you all rush to hug me? I was stray for so long, I think I might smell.
This ain't the time for a shower, you stupid cat.
Give us our tears back!
Aww.
You are unforgivable.
Wow. Really laying it on. Aww.
Stop it! Talk about a harsh welcome.
Well, I mean, that's kinda what you deserve. I mean, we're glad you're back and you're not gone, but, like...
This is how it should be.
That's not cool.
Matters are finally back to normal.
Right.
Everyone laughs.
It's great that you're back and all, but what are you gonna do now?
Huh? Well, I've been thinking.
Just be a talking cat?
About what?
How to become human, of course.
Oh. Yeah, I don't really see that happening. You were never human to begin with.
Might have learned that I'm not a human now, but that doesn't mean I can't turn into one.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Plus, I think there's a reason I survived like this.
Regardless, I'm glad to see you're safe.
I would hope there's a reason. Otherwise, it seems kind of like just a random thing that happened to make the ending less sad.
Now, this is just a guess. But I think I'm still here because you all remained cognitive of me.
Okay, I guess that kind of makes sense.
Even after the world's distortions disappeared, you kept me in your minds. That means you guys think there's a place for me in the real world.
Of course! This is where you belong, Mona!
She's correct.
Oh, yeah. Sorry for butting in and all. But we heard from Boss. You're going back home next month?
Oh, yeah.
Can't you stay here? Sure, we proved you're not guilty, but people are still gonna label you there, aren't they? Ain't it just gonna be uncomfortable going back?
What's the matter? We were all so excited a moment ago.
Yeah, kinda let the air out of that.
How about this? If our leader is leaving, the Phantom Thieves are truly disbanding, correct?
Yeah, I mean...
Today, we can celebrate his release and commemorate the day of our disbandment.
What kind of commemoration is that?
I was serious when I said it.
It sounds like a good idea to me.
I guess you're right. We just gotta double our excitement for today.
Ahem. I know this is sudden, but I've decided to go with him.
Yeah.
He's pretty special after all. If I stay by him, I might be able to figure out how I can become human too. Plus, we need someone there in case he turns back into a delinquent.
Okay, so what you're saying is you're going to go with me so you can continue to enforce my bedtime. Is that it?
Come on, we've known each other long enough. You don't have to say that kind of stuff to me. Either way, I want you guys to add my farewell party to the one we're having tonight.
I don't know. Is that important?
Wow.
You're not leaving for another month, right?
It is far too early for a farewell party.
Yeah.
That'll just muddy the purpose of this celebration.
Then it could be my comeback party. Nobody can complain about that, right? I demand sushi!
You just have to have it be about you, Morgana.
Man, you guys are loud. I could hear you from outside. Oh, I was wondering why I heard meowing. The cat's back.
Yeah.
Chief, they're so mean!
Noisy as always.
Hey, I'm not some normal cat!
Well, now you kind of are. Except we can hear you talk.
I can't understand what you're saying to me, you know. Here.
No, I would much rather have sushi than something like... Huh? This is delicious!
What an assertive little guy. I wonder where he got that from.
If Morgana becomes human, he may end up just like him.
Oh, I can see that.
Totally possible.
Me be like him? Well, that wouldn't be so bad. I definitely don't want to be like Ryuji, though.
Of course not.
What was that?
It's things like that. You get angry so fast. Oh, and you're vulgar.
You little... Why don't you go disappear again?
Shut up! We're supposed to be celebrating, not fighting.
They're at it again.
This is probably weird for Sojiro there.
The world's changed, but you guys are the same as ever.
Yeah, talking to a cat.
Seriously, that weirdo Inari.
Oh.
Who are you calling a weirdo?
Like, what did he do? Like, he was completely not doing anything.
In any case, we're all here. Let's kick this party off!
Very well.
Sojiro, I want sushi!
Wow.
Yep.
Delicious food, fluffy sheets, I've graduated from the life of a stray cat. I guess home is what you make of it, even in this abandoned building of all places. Hey, take care of me like this back home too, okay? Oh, okay. Are you home? If there's nothing wrong with you, then let me come over and examine you. Oh, just kidding. I just wanted to see you. Can I come over tomorrow after work? Okay, making my Valentine's date. Glad to hear it. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. You never change, do you?
Hey!
Come on, let's go to bed. You're working at the shop from tomorrow onward, right? Well, this should be fun.
Oh, right. Today's Valentine's Day. No wonder there were so many guys bringing girls in here. Don't you have anything exciting happening? I mean, you've been here nearly a whole year.
Yeah?
You know, when I was young, ooh boy.
Oh, how is he gonna react to this?
Good evening.
This is gonna be weird.
Should I come back later?
Oh. Yeah, you should have just told me. Here. I'll leave the story.
Okay, I mean, they know each other. So I guess that kind of...
Enjoy yourselves.
And he's alright with it. That's cool.
You seem to be doing well. Sure. You're used to being back in the real world again, right? Your stay at the reformatory isn't something that can be pardoned by an ex post facto report, you know. By the way, do you know why I stopped by? That's right. Here.
Aww.
I ordered it from overseas. There's nothing in it that could harm you.
Okay. That's be cheesy.
You have no right to decline it.
To Kimmy's chocolate. Okay.
You're all I've thought about since we stopped seeing each other. It's been a while since the last time we did this. What a coincidence. Same here. That new medicine for that girl I told you about has been working really well.
Good.
And it's all thanks to my little guinea pig.
Oh, yeah. You just
What do
can't
you
have
wanna talk
happiness, like, for the whole date, ever.
I see. Can I sit next to you?
Cool. Yeah.
You're a completely different person from when I first met you. You've become a man.
Oh.
So you're leaving next month, huh? I think it'd be a bit too far for me to make a house call. I'll see you on my off days.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. I mean, we didn't really see each other all that
never
often
really into
anyway.
other guys. You made me wait a long time. So this is okay, right? I won't take no for an answer.
Nice. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, okay. Skip a lot of days there.
Hey, you're finally taking off tomorrow.
Sojiro said you don't have to help out here today.
Go and see your friends before you leave.
Cool.
Off you go then.
Try not to cry.
Oh, okay. I actually get to move around. With plenty of sunshine and first signs of cherry blossoms, tomorrow will be an ideal day for outings. What's wrong? Come on, we should go say goodbye to the others. Can't even look at my shelf. Say goodbye to my Rise poster. Goodbye. say goodbye to Futaba first, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Verdium? Kana-chan passed her high school entrance exam. She sent me a message this morning. And starting in April, I'm gonna be a high schooler too. We did it. It looks like I'll be able to keep my promise about going to school. Congrats. Thanks. Even so, it's what happens next that really counts, right? Anyway, I'm going to do my best in high school. I'll make sure I use everything you taught me. Once I fulfill my promise to go to high school, I'll be coming for that reward. Until then, here. House list, okay? Man, I can't believe you're really going home tomorrow. I'm sure it'll be lonely, but you'll do great.
Come hang out with me sometime, okay?
Aw. Saying goodbye to me. Cut it out. You're gonna see me tomorrow. Just remember to pack once you get back. You hear? I don't want you forgetting anything important here. That reminds me. Maybe I should give Sojiro my probation diary. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I'm surprised you kept a log this whole time. Thanks, though I'll keep it safe. Still, a lot has happened. After all, you had quite the side job. Just behave once you're home, okay? Oh, and here, take these. Nice. I have them memorized already, so you can have them.
Shouldn't you be saying your goodbyes? Go on.
Great guy.
Hey!
By the way, you got a notification on your phone. Who's it from? Aw. You're leaving tomorrow, right? You should stop by the clinic. I have good news. And I want to see you too. I'll be waiting. I'll see her last. I've cast away my life as a film critic and discovered how I can truly shine for humanity. Sadly, you won't be able to talk to me like this for much longer soon. Soon I shall embark on a journey. Or do. Where am I headed? To infinite possibilities. I shall roam the nation, visiting restaurants and using my refined palate to write online reviews. There is, no greater calling than online reviews. Naturally, the restaurants will have some say as my reviews evolve into paid dramatic advertising. Someday I'll even come back and review this place. I'll do it for cheap too, since I owe boss. Okay, so going from film criticism to food criticism. Okay. So we even get follow-ups on, like, the NPCs. That's great. The unimportant NPCs. The area's as quiet as always. It's almost like it's also growing old with age. There's nothing we can do about it. Things don't just get better that easily. Why don't we plant a flower? Even we should be able to do that. I hope it doesn't just dry up and die. It might be better than doing nothing, though. Oh, man. Radio man. Huh? Did you want to listen in? Spring is a season of meetings and partings. Send us some messages of support for the people who are readying to start a new life. I've got my hands full dealing with my own life. Good luck to them, I guess. Hey there, Sai. What are you up to?
Hello.
You look like you're doing well. I decided to stop by after work. I used to come by this area on occasion. I was always a fan of LeBlanc's coffee. It's tomorrow, right? The day you go home?
You're correct.
I am too. Take care. It's an unfortunate truth, but the kind of adults the Phantom Thieves despised, they're everywhere. Even when you return home, I'm sure you'll find plenty there. Don't be influenced by terrible adults. Alright, take this. Business card. Former prosecutors are reliable, you know? Call me if anything happens. I'm not worried about you.
I'm not worried about you. You'll
This
never
is the
lose
line
sight of
she
yourself.
reads. And that nice, sexy voice of hers. Yes, I made it. I made it into the middle school I wanted. Me too. I wasn't sure I'd get in, but I wanted to prove my parents were wrong too. We really did it. Are they going to give you back all the games and manga they threw out? Yeah, they were going to pretend like they forgot about it, but then I showed them that contract. Nice. We really showed those mean grown-ups, didn't we? Yeah, I mean, I think you kind of did exactly what they wanted you to do. I don't know if that's really showing them. Yeah. Anyone else to talk to? You're almost in first grade. Do your best at school, okay? I'll be okay. I made a promise with Kotaro. I told him I'd try not to cry so he won't get worried. Kotaro taught you a lot of things, didn't he? If I recall, Kotaro was the dog. So I guess since we're not seeing Tai yet, we'll go on the train.
Shibuya. This is Shibuya.
Okay. I can see where people are now. Pretty much gotta go everywhere.
Words are now closing. Please stand back.
There it was. Profile on there. Might as well get that out of the way. Always at the mall. Oh, Rarity. Did you come here for souvenirs? This place has everything. I guess tomorrow's the day, huh? Take care of yourself, Rarity. We totally need to hang out as a group. By the way, a little girl stopped me the other day in Shibuya. She said she saw me in magazines and that she wants to be just like me when she grows up. It felt incredible. That reminds me, this is for you. It's a copy of next month's Vague. They did a special feature on me. That doesn't sound like a very flattering magazine title. Like, okay. Yeah, Vague. Nothing better than that. I actually talked a little bit about you in the interview, Rarity, and Shiho too. Aw. I wonder if she'll get around to reading it. There are times when being a model is tough, but I want to keep at it. I need to be strong, not just for Shiho, but for people everywhere. By the way,
I really had a lot of fun spending time with you, so... Thanks.
Aw. Nice. An's great.
Oh, pretend I didn't hear that.
Let's check in with the homeless men. It's the season for partings, huh? I do feel a bit sad about leaving this place. Where are you going? I can't atone for my sins if I wallow around. Being indecisive, I'll find a job somewhere quiet. Considering how foolish of a man I am, I'm not sure if I can atone for my sins. But I'll live the rest of my life thinking of how I can do that. Farewell, young man. I hope that someday I'll see you again. if I can manage to become a decent man. Hey, wasn't the homeless guy one of the, like, confidant people? Or not the request mementos people? I think so. Seem to remember something like that. No one over here. I'm interested in not just my people, but the NPCs as well. Oh, here's some people. I heard your husband was forced to retire. That must have been hard on you both. Yes, we may need to move in with my parents. Temporarily, of course. Well, if you ever need me to bring you something from the city, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm sure you'll miss the city dearly. Oh. There's Yusuke, or Yusuke. Their names are so close. Ah, Rarity. Being in this place is reminiscent of our time in Mementos, is it not? Honestly, I cannot help but imagine the people here as shadows, wandering aimlessly around that distorted place. I plan on it. To tell you the truth, it has been difficult to still my brush of late. Do you remember the painting I submitted to that competition, Desire and Hope? It was? Well, I would like to bestow it upon you as a parting gift. Oh, cool. It's a nice painting. Please accept it. I would never have completed it without you, Rarity. You know, I am hoping to use the freedom of my heart as my next theme. I would like to paint the bright future of those who have been freed from the prison that was Mementos. I assure you it will be a masterpiece.
Until then, keep that smile of yours. I'll capture it in my artwork someday.
Aw. Nice. You're cool. Just a cool guy. Sorry, we just I guess right from Big Bang Burger, I guess. Let's talk to NPCs first. Not a place I expect to see her, really, but it makes sense. You never picked up a girl before? I'm sorry, everything I know about talking to women comes from magazines and the internet. I accept my shame, and I'm begging you, please teach me the secrets of picking up girls. Success will come, but only after you fail again and again. But I learned that from you. Okay. Rarity-kun, it's a little strange meeting here, yeah? That reminds me, the new coffee shop venture is progressing towards opening its first location. Of course, I'll let you know when we're coming. To tell you the truth, I'm going to stay involved in management of the cafe while I go to college. I'll learn everything there is to know until one day I can open my very own shop. By the way, I tried making something for you. Dyed handkerchief. Okay, cool. I'd like to sell handcrafted goods at my cafe as well, so this is the first step to my practice. Sorry if the dye comes out when you use it. Rarity-kun, thank you for being there to help me. Aww.
I hope to return the favor someday.
I love Haru. She's great. Can't get a burger? You suck, Morgana. Oh. Wasn't expecting to see, can I go in the arcade? I can. That's something I actually can do. Oh! Ryuji's in the arcade. That makes sense.
Yo.
Man, spring break's supposed to be the most fun part of the year, but instead you're just moving away. You'll be free after though, yeah? I'm gonna stop by your hometown so you can show me around and shit. We just study together. Dude, are you freaking crazy? We've been working for like a whole year now. The last thing I want to do on my break is study. By the way, you've been thinking at all about what you want to do after you're done with school? I don't got any ideas, but I think I'm going to keep running. I'm not planning on going back to the track team, though. I'll keep it up all by myself. I guess in the end, life's kind of like a big curving track. You might not know where it's taking you, but the only choice you got is to keep running forward. Oh crap, did I actually sound cool for once? Anyway, here. Sports watch, okay. You better not forget to keep running, Rarity. I'll race you. For real though. Dude, school's gonna be a bummer without you.
Well, guess I gotta find a way to get through Shujin without you.
Well, I mean, you still have some pretty smart friends. They'll be able to help. Just talk to Han. Makoto. I mean, I assume Futaba's gonna be going there, too. Starting of the next year.
There's no time for that.
I mean, that'd be a different grade, but she's like so many going on. Okay, and we got you. Or I guess, yeah, let's go ahead and get these Velvet Room freaks out of the way. So you have come to say farewell. I have some words of reflection for you in this time of parting. If one wishes to belong, they must be willing to sacrifice their own needs and desires at times. Furthermore, one may even have to cast away their very selves for the sake of those who accompany them. In truth, I would never have come to learn these things if not for you. I pray you do not lose sight of yourself in the future. Thank you. I believe I should be the one thanking you in this situation. I have more than mere words to give you today, though. Allow me to grant you a parting gift, not as the one who leads you, but simply as Lavenza. It is an item that will commemorate the man who fought for his beliefs, even though it nearly killed him. Selkie, okay? This is the key to the cell that held you captive for so long. In the past, guests of the Velvet Room have received their keys upon their very first visits. However, I was unable to pass it on to you at that point. This is the least I can do for you now. With this key in hand, you will be able to break free of whatever trials may imprison you in the future. Though of course you have already chosen the path of true freedom, my only advice to you would be that you remember the others who made that path possible for you.
Such a superb trickster as yourself may already know that at this point.
Well, thank you. I mean, she's kind of boring compared to her, the twins. I miss them.
Such a superb...
Well, I guess I can't... I mean, Igor already kind of dissolved or whatever, faded into whatever. I guess I don't get a goodbye from him. Or I guess I kind of already had one. But, don't get to get anything from him. But this guy, he'll do it.
Yo.
Yeah. I hear you're heading home tomorrow. Perfect. I got a story for you. Kaoru got accepted in high school. He'll be a Shujin Academy student in the spring. Oh, cool. Cool. Yeah. Thanks, man. Kaoru will be stoked when I tell him. He says he wants to become like you. Well, being a bro means someone will be following your footsteps. Hit me the next time you visit. We can all go out to eat again. Oh yeah, here. It's an EY family gecko. Take good care of it, okay? Nice. Damn, kids grow up quick. He used to be a baby and now he's in high school. I was able to have a heart-to-heart with him thanks to you. If everyone in the world upheld the code of honor like you do, we wouldn't need guns.
Well, I'll leave that to the youngsters. I'm counting on you, kid.
That's kind of a weird thing to throw in there. I don't know about that. That's like... You don't even sell real guns, you sell models. Like, what the hell? It's like, guns are illegal in Japan. Very, very illegal. That's... I somehow doubt that was in the original script. Like... Correct me if I'm wrong, but that just feels like it was rather thrown in there. The new fiscal year is right before our eyes. There was all this commotion near the end of the year, but nothing's really changed for the better. Did something happen? Well, the world won't be changed so easily. That kind of work is a job for young people. Yeah, you could still try and do something. I mean, I don't know. There are many lessons we can learn from this past year. This country hasn't matured. It's so fragile, both inside and out. It could crumble from the slightest tremor. You're right, but there are some who display a fighting spirit, like the Phantom Thieves. I hope the lessons of this year remain within the hearts of the young for the rest of their lives. He is cool.
Yes.
I hear you're leaving for home tomorrow. I recall the days when you helped me out with my speeches here. Having met a young person like you was the fortune of a lifetime. I suppose someone more in tune with modern parlance would say I lucked out, You were there to witness a number of my most disappointing moments. I'd like you to have this as a token of my appreciation. Cool. It's an incredibly expensive fountain pen I bought back when I had strayed from the right path. Embarrassingly enough, all I did was break the seal. I hardly used it.
Please consider them as examples of what not to do. That way, at least, I'll admit abuse.
He's a cool guy. What's our rat guy doing? It's almost spring again. Feels like life just keeps going around in circles. Though, doesn't it feel like something's changed? Even if it's something small. I would alter this song. I give you an encore of Great Mother Great. Dangerous past, God's forgotten. That's the way of the world and the way of its people. But remember, I still have this guitar. Don't forget, I still have this song. Isn't that right, Mother? Keep running, GMG. Whether day or night, keep running, GMG. GMG, Great Mother Great, GMG. Thank you very much. My song, did it reach your heart? I don't know, that was kind of weird. I think you need to work on it a little bit. Well, I won't stop singing until you do. Hope you come hear me play again. Those videos of me singing got a ton of views. It actually managed to catch the attention of a recording company, and now I'm releasing my own CD. Thanks to everyone's support. It's now on sale. Thank you all. I rock. Sure you do. Yeah. Damn, how long did Rise take out these ads for? Like over a year. She must be doing great. Oh, almost missed the media people. That would have been a tragedy. Could you tell me what you'll remember most about this year? Even after their disappearance, the Phantom Thieves seem to have left a lasting impression. The world may be going through a tumultuous time, but I can feel a strong sense of conviction. Today's youth are undoubtedly growing up, and that's all for our on-the-spot coverage. You haven't changed at all, even after going freelance. I'll follow you anywhere. Oh, she went freelance. That's cool. That's a bit more respectable. Next year is my daughter's coming-of-age ceremony. No one wants to grow old, but I don't think it's a bad thing. It's up to young people to take action and change the world, right? I think I'm able to sit back and just enjoy watching that now. I could never think that way. I want to be the kind of girl that never settles down, you know? Nothing over there. Let's go to, whatever it's called, the school place, alright? Can I talk to this person? The platform for the Ginza line is that way, through the ticket gate. Okay, you're not really even a person. The train is now arriving at platform 2. Please stand back. You're so cool. How'd you learn all this train stuff? I learned everything I know from my old boss. He was the best. He was promoted, but he left me in charge of the station. Look at me now, Chief. Accident-free, full speed ahead. Let's go see, what is it, Mikoto and Kawakami? Makoto.
Oh.
Oh, Rudy-kun, what a coincidence. I was just getting some of my college enrollment papers ready. I know we'll be at different schools next year, but I want us both to keep working hard.
Thank you.
Aw. You know, I used to be a coward. That's why I was so reliant on the advice of the adults around me. I was too afraid to look at things head-on, to make decisions on my own, but you set me straight. The reason I now think of living life like I want to is because you show me the world. Now more than ever, I can look at myself in the mirror and be proud of the person I've become. Oh, this is for you. Calculator. It's what first got me interested in studying. You could even say it made me who I am today. Well, I suppose that's a bit of an exaggeration, but honestly, it's more useful than it appears. It should help you keep up with your studies. Take care of yourself.
You are a truly great person. Thank you.
You're so sweet. Where's... over here somewhere? Oh no, I gotta go through these gates. That's how it works. She'll be in front of the school. Which I assume I won't be able to go into the school, actually. Yeah. It's closed because it's apparently spring break, I guess. A lot has happened here, indeed. Hey, Kawakami. Oh, Dash-kun. What a coincidence. I'm about to give a lecture. Did you come to see the campus? You're going back home tomorrow, right? Make sure you keep up your studies there, okay?
Okay.
Of course, and let me know if there's anything you need. Oh yeah, here. Unlimited service, okay. It's a present, a memento of my career as a maid. I never could have survived everything I went through if you weren't there for me. I think I would have retired in shame, never being able to face myself or my students. To be honest, I wanted to attend your graduation.
Continue to work hard when you're home. I'll be rooting for you.
You're great. I really love all these characters. I'm gonna miss this game. Well, now I guess I can start going to other places. Let's start with her. I guess I can talk to this priest. Welcome, please take your time. Yeah, you're really a great character.
Oh.
You came to visit. You're going home tomorrow, correct? To tell you the truth, I have an important shogi tournament tomorrow as well.
Thank you very much.
If I do well, that will make it 10 straight wins. I'll work hard so I can give you a good report. Oh yes, here. I want you to have this. Kosha piece. The lance is a piece that excels at advancing forward. It cannot retreat until it gets promoted. I learned much more than just new moves on the shogi board from you.
I truly am no match for you.
Which is strange, considering I'm your former teacher.
Cool. Let's go to Akihabara first. There, Mishima.
Hi.
Oh, Dash. So you're finally heading home tomorrow, huh? I guess this means the Phantom Thieves have disbanded. My documentary script is going well though. It's not really close to done, but it's coming along. Should be great.
Yeah.
I got this. I'll make something worthy of the Diamond's name. Might want to condense that name a bit. I think you got a bit of repetition there. You know, I never thought I'd be able to make something as impactful as this documentary will be. I used to be such a coward, but I see now that there's a message here only I can convey. Knowing that, I can't help but give this my absolute all. Here. Documentary plan, okay. This is still just a rough outline, but I want you to read it. Oh, and I'd like your opinion too. I'll give you some of the royalties if it sells well.
But you can't laugh at me, even if I fail. Promise?
Okay, I mean, I don't think I'd laugh. I mean, maybe, but probably not. What, Mona, I can't go to the maid cafe right now? Why not? That just seems unfair. At least talk to this maid. The hell? You want to spend a nice day like this with some maids? You should rethink your life choices. Wow. Welcome, Master. I'm so very glad you arrived. There, you happy now? Hey, is it true? I heard that you're gonna quit being a maid. I don't hate being a maid, but this isn't something I'm excited about doing, you know. You're the ones who taught me that we should all do what we really want. Thanks, you guys. Okay. I haven't heard anything very interesting on the internet lately. But there's so much to see on the internet. All those cat videos, wow. Wow, what a normie. That's not what I mean. Like, just what were the Phantom Thieves anyway? We still don't know who they really were. Oh, maybe they were just massive trolls. Mumble. Which I just read. Celebration! Okay. Celebration, of course. I can't believe I'm in Akiba. I've heard so much about it. The cultural mecca for gadgets, anime, and the Phantom Thieves. Any idea what happened to those guys? Did you ever see them? Oh wow, I haven't heard that name in a while. I'd nearly forgotten about those guys. Real strange group. I wish they'd ride my cab even once, just for the chance to chat it up with them. Let's see what the kid's doing.
Hey!
Dash-san, you're moving tomorrow, right? Does that mean we won't be able to play together anymore? Well, that's good. Okay, no holding back for either of us. Oh yeah, I returned the money. I apologize again, and they forgave me. I wonder if we're officially friends now. Dash-san, thanks for helping me with that. I'll give you my secret weapon. Oh, okay, cool. I used that to practice at home. Since then, my mom's been nice, and there haven't been any more wars at school. We haven't fully made up yet, but I'm working on it little by little. You made me realize something. To be cool, you have to live life in your own way.
Sorry, I don't know how to say this, but that's the type of person I want to become.
Nice. What's this guy have to say? Aw man, what's up with this Shinjuku decriminalization strategy anyway? Damn it. Guess it's about time I pull out of here. I wonder where I'll go next. Hey there. Oh, I guess I didn't need to read that. It's exactly as the card said. You came to visit me. In your current state, you should be fine. I was worried about you, so I've been receiving encouragement from my clients lately. It's rather strange since I should be encouraging them, but I can feel myself improving. This card reveals your fate. Please keep it as a good luck charm. Cool. The location of fate is showing that happiness is on its way. So please live your life the way you want to.
I'm proud to have a comrade like you. I'm glad I was able to tell you that.
Isn't it time you consider Wannabe Alert's security guarantee to protect you? You need to work on the name. No. As part of our spring New Life promotion, we'll throw in some professional home movers. We live in some dark times, but a society where everyone can live in safety is our ultimate goal. That's why at Wannabe Alert, we're doing everything we can to protect your bright future. In the end, we never learned who the Phantom Thieves were, or what caused all the discord in Japan. I don't agree. At the very least, Shido will face judgment for what he's done. Now the thing that troubles me is I've been asked to be part of Shido's legal team. It's your turn to be on the spot and be asked what true justice is. I know it's cliche, but good luck. Okay. Got our lawyers. Let's check in with Lala-chan, I guess. Yeah. What brings you here at a time like this? She's here. Apparently they're not open, but she's still here. That's wonderful. You have problems, though, yeah? Oh? You're looking pretty handsome there, young man. Come back to this bar once you become an adult. I'll have some delightful beer ready for you. Okay, good, beer. That's, yeah. Better than I was thinking that was going. Do you have ESP? I'm surprised you knew where I was. Well, you're kind of always here. I mean, at this time, that's the part where it's weird, but every time I see you, you're kind of here. Are you here to say goodbye? That's my line. So I'm close to being able to report on Kaio's case. Ever since all that stuff happened with Shido, the stories haven't stopped rolling in. But it looks like I can finally avenge her, and it's all thanks to your hard work. Here, it's a record of all the struggles we shared. Interview notes. Take care of yourself over there. I'll call you so you can keep me updated on things.
In a way, we're accomplices, you know? So I won't let you ignore my calls, got it?
Nice. And really all that... remains is my girl. In case there isn't a chance, let's look at these items I've been getting. Aw, proof of Takemi's love. Getting closer if you have the same arcana on your side. Shadow factorization? Gucci. Soil improvement. Okay. So we got a calculator, a handkerchief, sexy technique, and crocodile tears. Okay. Fashion magazine, promise list, treasury boot, and oh, this is just abilities that we've learned from their confidants, isn't it? Or does this mean I would have it unlocked if I start a new game plus? That's probably what it is. That I would already have these things going. Unlimited service. Fortune, yeah. Fortune tarot. Interview notes. Kosha piece. Sports watch. Just his Harrison recovery, is that the only? Or Hari-sen? Recipe notes. Cool. Documentary plans. Gecko pen. Selkie. Desire and Hope. Fountain pen. Gun controller. Business card. So most of these are pretty reasonable things to give, though I kind of think I lucked out the most with Yusuke's prize-winning painting, just giving that. I mean, especially if he ends up going somewhere, that could be worth a lot. Like, a lot more than anything else here. I mean, I don't know what kind of calculator this is, but yeah, that's definitely the choice item here. I mean, this is probably a cheap watch. And most of these are just things that they themselves wrote. Like, the I mean, this is probably pretty expensive. I mean, gun controller, those can go up for, like, pretty good money. I mean, I don't know why I'm really praising the gifts that I've received, but it's interesting. Except probably not really. Anyway, let's let's go and visit the clinic. See my girl. Okay. I wanted to update you on Miwa-chan. Her symptoms subsided thanks to the new medicine. She still has some way to go, but it won't be too long until I get to see her smile.
No.
It wasn't by my efforts alone. I wouldn't have been able to finish the new medicine without your help. My little guinea pig. No, Rarity-kun. Thank you so much. Same goes for the situation with Oyamada. You did everything you could to help me with it. Here, take this. Get another gift for a dog tag, okay? You won't be here tomorrow. I'm worried about you. You have a tendency to strain yourself.
Take good care of your body at least, okay? I'll see you later. Take good care of your...
Okay. I kind of thought there'd be more with how she... Calm.
Take good care of
your... I guess that's interesting. I was expecting, like, a scene. But I mean, I guess I've already had, like, a couple scenes with her, so... It's weird that she texted me.
I have to work hard.
Oh, damn it.
Well, I think I talked to everyone, so let's go back into the shop, I guess. Have you said all your goodbyes? Not sure. Are you really sure? Let's make sure.
Let's go.
Really feel a bit unsure now. Yeah, we cleared them all off. Don't see any remaining. I'm sure. Hey, I actually have a present for you too, Rarity. Cool. Got a scarf. For some reason, this scarf was the one thing that remained when I got thrown out of the metaverse. It's always been a special possession of mine. But I want you to have it, as proof of everything we've been through together.
Wanna head back?
Well then, we should probably go home and get packed, huh? Oh,
You finished saying your goodbyes? Well, how'd it go? Did it make you feel like you
Well,
want to stay?
kinda.
I see. You must have made a lot of good memories here. You're leaving early tomorrow from Shibuya, right? Make sure you pack up before you head to sleep. Oh, and take that stupid cat. I don't want it getting lost and ending up back here.
Don't make fun of me. I can go wherever I want all by myself.
It really never stops meowing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Futaba, what's he saying? Is he sad that he has to leave?
Not exactly.
He said Sojiro's stupid.
What?
What kind of translation is that? Let me have a nice goodbye.
You troll.
Mona's your responsibility now. Leave Sojiro to me. All right, I've been counted on.
Wow. She's adorable.
Oh, boy.
Even if you're not here, I'll make sure I do my best. So, you go do your best too.
Oh.
Thank you for everything.
Cute.
Hey, you got everything? When I took you in, I thought I was the one helping you. But it turns out it was the other way around. Take care.
You too.
Don't be so cheeky. Oh, and sorry. I wanted to have Futaba see you off too. I haven't been able to find her since this morning.
They're all gonna be there.
Same with that
She's
cat.
gathering the crew.
If you end up back in the city, come on by. I'll at least treat you to a nice cup of coffee. Wait, that means I can't go closing the store, huh? What are you doing? Hurry up and go. Yeah.
Aww. Oh, and enemy. There they are.
Hey, look this way!
After we said we'd disband, my word.
Sorry about the weird parking job. The engine just died on us right here.
Hey, Morgana, are you done yet?
Morgana can fix an engine.
Why the heck am I in charge of the car
You
again?
were the car for a while.
And I thought we were done.
It's fine. We're on break.
Exams are done too, right? Come on, why don't you let us drive you
Well,
home?
so I'm kind of surprised that On is the
You
driver.
really gotta go?
Come on, man. Nobody's
I
forcing
would
you to
expect
leave,
Makoto
you know?
or something.
Wiping your slate clean ain't so easy. You see what I mean?
Hmm?
Oh. Okay.
Things must be slow these days.
Don't mind them. What they think of us doesn't really matter.
Yeah, she's right. We can totally do whatever we want to do.
The car's fixed. Just had to borrow a plug.
Nice job on the first try.
When did you pick up
All right, let's roll.
engine repair as a skill, Morgana? That,
Oh, I'm sorry. Why won't it start? We're gonna lose him.
It was fine just a second ago.
Oh, wow.
Anyways, now that we gotcha, we ain't taking you straight home.
Hey, can I ask something? My friend's in trouble, and I'd like everyone's input.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
If this is any more work, count me out.
You know you want to, Inari.
I'm getting out.
Why'd you open the whoa?
Let me off.
Stop moving around! Come on! Lana-chan! Dangerous!
okay. Credits. Oh, been a couple hours, pretty much. I'll probably give my extended afterthoughts after everything has happened. Ryuji, all our favorite Ryuji moments. Yeah, like when we almost thought he died. Ghana. We almost thought he died. Never thought On died, so that's good. Yeah. He's gay. Best girl? Yeah, she was the driver there, but I guess she handed it over to On this last time. Futaba. Cute. Just adorable. Haru! She's just precious. Creep. And me. We got all those credits for all the amazing songs in the game, of which there are quite a lot. And even this sounds really cool. It's more like a traditional anime song, but still nice. Oh, now we got the English cast. Elizabeth Maxwell, who I'm becoming increasingly more familiar with. She seems to be in everything these days. String. Credits for the string arrangement. Actual musicians in here. Yes, localization, cool. Special thanks. All Persona 5 players, folks. You're welcome. Gonna be an after scene? I imagine there will be. Yeah.
Man, it's weird.
Listening to the soundtrack,
all this
always
ain't
good.
Feeling real to me just yet. Like, am I in a dream? You know?
I wouldn't mind that.
We're free to do whatever we want, after all.
I guess so. If you want to change the world, all you have to do is just look at it differently. Am I right? And that is what aesthetics are.
Yeah.
Nice. Giving me the final word. There we go, Fiend. Let's just save it here. Completed. Well, there we go. I guess I'll leave this up while I talk. Or, I don't know, I might go to the thing. I don't know what I should do. I'll leave it on this. So yeah, there we go. Persona 5. that's the end. And I don't intend to do a New Game Plus. I mean, I used to, like, on my own time, when I was not having this channel and everything, I used to do that kind of thing. But I kind of want to move... the thing is that when you do Let's Plays like this, or at least the way I'm doing it, which I don't know how standard it is in terms of time frame as compared to other people who do Let's Plays, but for me, doing 3 hours a week, or just over 3 hours sometimes, it made the game take over a year, just doing that much. And I can't imagine many people do that much more, unless that's all their channel is, like just like a couple hours every day. I mean, there probably are channels like that, but for me, with the way this works, I just would rather, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, with the way it works, I'm just not really interested in, let's just go to the load screen and we'll go from there. Yeah, I'm not really interested in prolonging the experience. There are other games I want to play. I mean, you guys keep asking, will I do other Let's Plays? And the answer has always been yes. I definitely have an interest in making this remain a constant feature on the channel. But I don't want to be stuck with just this one game forever. I want to move on to other things, quicker things that I can get through pretty easily and enjoy, and just share with all you guys. And yeah, I'm not going to go into the New Game Plus, even though I know there's stuff that I could do. I could try and get all the Personas. I think there's like a secret New Game Plus only boss. I think you fight the twins or something, which I mean is something like that the other Personas had as well, like fighting the Velvet Room attendants. But yeah, I'm just not going to do it. I know some people might be disappointed by that. Maybe eventually I'll look at it if I want to play the game again. I'll go back and look at what you can do with a New Game Plus. But for now, probably going to move on from that. To answer a few other potential questions, I am considering the anime. I don't know. I mean, there was a lot of push for it at one point, but now I haven't really heard too much about it. I mean, maybe are people not satisfied with it, or are they just like, I don't know. The Persona 4 anime was really good, I thought, and I also liked the added Golden stuff, because really, Persona 4 Golden is the best way to play that game. So yeah, I know if I watched the Persona 5 anime, I'd really love it, but I don't know if it's something I'll react to. I mean, maybe, but we have the situation that you've seen me go through the entire story. It'd really just be a case of me going through it, knowing what is going to happen, but reacting to seeing it actually animated. It would be more about the adaptation than the story. Which, if that still interests you, I might do that eventually, but there are a lot of anime out there, and and there's a lot that I want to watch, so it might not be for a while. But yeah, I'm really eager to see what else comes from Persona 5, because I mean, a lot of the great stuff came from Persona 4. I know they already announced like a dance game. I haven't really been looking at those. I never looked at the Persona 4 one, because it's really not my thing. Rhythm games, not really something that calls out to me. I looked at Persona Q when that came out, and I really loved that. That is something that calls to me, like a what's the series that's like it called? Etrian Odyssey, I want to say. I like those. I haven't played too many of them, but I've played a couple, and they're fun. And Persona Q was basically that, and I liked it. And I think there might be a new Persona Q in the work, maybe with the Persona 5 characters thrown in, and that would be something to check out. I really hope there's a Persona 5 Arena. That would be amazing, especially if we keep up with all the previous game characters in there too. Because especially since, I mean, it moves forward. The Persona 4 Arena series, it keeps the timeline, doesn't it? Like Mitsuru and everyone got older, all the Persona 3 characters, so they would be even older, wouldn't they? And the Persona 4 characters would now be older too. So that would be really interesting to see. just to see everyone a little more into their adulthood and have a story told with them and with these characters probably as we know them now. Because these would be some fun characters to play with. I mean, especially thinking like Haru, she'd be amazing in a fighting game. Like an axe and like a, what is her gun? Is just bring that out. A big, I forget what you even call it, but she's got a big gun and an axe, and her persona's cool. So she'd be great. And like Makoto, got another brawler, but she's like, yeah, got all the biker stuff going on. Like, that could be fun. Like, it would be good for a fighting game. And that's something I hope we go to. That would be great. And it's something I would definitely stream on the channel. And yeah, what else? Well, that's probably enough about that stuff. Let me just go into my thoughts about the actual game. Well, for starters, I love the conclusion. I thought it was a lot of wrap-up. It was definitely a lot of falling motion, which I kind of expected after how we left off, with me completing the climax and then there being so much time left before I was supposed to go back. But they really kind of dragged it out, but not in a bad way. It was fun, and they did speed through a lot of it, lots of skip days, and just really focusing on the important things. And it was kind of that thing where all the confidants came in, and I wonder really if there is a different ending if you're like really not as good with your confidants. That would be pretty interesting. But yeah, it's sweet, and I really loved all the characters in this game. To compare it to Persona 5, to the Persona 4 and really Persona 3, I guess, I think overall this is my favorite cast of like just NPC social links or confidants. I mean, the other two had great ones as well, but I think these ones really stood out to me and were just really overall charming. I really liked all of them, which is something I don't know if I could say about all the other games exactly. Some of them were like not as interesting as others, but here, I mean, you usually by the end were kind of invested and wrapped up in all the stories, but here I think they really did a good job of it, and they were all really endearing, and I really cared about all of them. So and it was really on force of personalities, too. I mean, I don't know if these stories were any deeper or more touching than previous Social Link stories. I mean, some of them were, some of them... It's kind of a mix, but just the way the characters came across, their designs, and how it all tied into everything, I think it really worked. And I like the touch of being able to actually affect their lives in a very real way by through the whole concept of the Phantom Thieves. That I think that added something to it that made it a bit more meaningful. It wasn't just you watching this person's story unfold, as it was often for some of the social links, or as it kind of felt. I mean, you were there for them. You provided support, you watched the scenes, but some of them it was really just like, here's an event in their life, here's another event in their life, and you didn't really affect much other than kind of consoling them or advising them or whatever. Here you actually had those mementos bits where you went out and changed the heart of someone who was like affecting their life in a negative way. So that, I think, added a big component to that and made it made it more meaningful in the end when they all came out and supported you. As for the party members, I actually would say that, yeah, for the player characters, this cast was really good, but I don't know if it quite beat Persona 4 for me. I think Persona 4, those characters really still have my heart a bit more. This cast, I mean, I love all of them, but I love all of them in Persona 4 too. And Persona 3, to throw that in there, it had some really good characters as well, but I mean, I don't think it quite compares to the others, even if it has my favorite character in the whole franchise in Mitsuru. But, I had to sneeze. Excuse me. But yeah, great as Mitsuru is, that cast, I mean, I like most of them, Aegis and, Aegis. No, I like them all. I like, the dog, Goromaru, and, it's good people. But, I think 4 was definitely an improvement overall on that, and this one, it's kind of on the same level as 4. I mean, maybe even a little bit below it. Though, yeah, not by much. I mean, on average, I really liked all these characters. I really became attached to them. I really liked learning more about them and seeing the relationship with them grow. Yeah, I don't know. It was good. It was really good. The characters, really solid, great part of the game. Gameplay-wise, I'll go into that first. I had a lot of fun. I think we really refined things. The palace design, the level design was, obviously better. That's one thing that the other games didn't really have. Persona 3 was all completely random level design, pretty much. I mean, there were bits of it that were laid out, but for the most part, it was just random levels of that tower, and, not really designed levels in there. Persona 4, it kind of was in the middle. It did sort of have specific areas that did have some, at least, atmosphere to them, but it was still mostly random, still not really that thought out. It was just more like whatever. Here they really put a lot of thought into it and made it a bit more dynamic and a bit more interesting and a bit more exciting to go through the levels. A lot more puzzles, so nothing was ever really that challenging. It wasn't really like on the upper level of RPG puzzles. And the fighting, it's what it always is. Persona 5, the battle system isn't really the most, it's not really the most engaging or strategic of RPG fight systems. Even compared to the Mother series, Shin Megami Tensei, that has a much deeper system. But it's good for what it is. It's a good, solid turn-based system. That's a lot of fun. I don't really have any complaints. It's straightforward and in a good way. And they did add some things. Guns. I think they were kind of, I don't know. The whole gun aspect, I didn't really use them very often just because they have limited ammo. And I never wanted to. I just was like, attack. When you have a weapon where you can only use it a certain number of times in a dungeon, you don't really end up wanting to use it very much. And it didn't really seem like they were that much more effective than actual physical attacks. Maybe a little bit, and some of them were useful. On's, I used that quite a bit, and Haru's, though not really. I kind of used her Persona skill that didn't have limited ammo. But yeah, that was an interesting addition, and we had some other little things, they added the whole talk element from the Shin Megami Tensei games that wasn't in the recent Personas. I think it might have been in some of the earlier ones. I kind of remember that a little bit in Persona 2 when I played that. I think you could talk to the demons, which, that's something that's been around in the Mother series, since the beginning, I think, but it wasn't in Persona 3 or Persona 4, and it was here, so that was welcome. And there isn't too much more to say about the gameplay, really. Everything else, I think they kind of came up with all the great ideas for Persona 3 in terms of making a really great RPG video game. They kind of really fine-honed it in Persona 4, and in Persona 5, really all they had to do is kind of dress it up a little bit. And they did that, and it was good, but it's not really the most interesting aspect of the series as a result. It's kind of just like they had something that really worked, and they just made it slightly better, added a few new features, and it was cool. And yeah, like the persona system, everything good there. I mean, they did add some sort of things like with itemizing them, but I never really wanted to do that. Everything seemed like it costed too much money. Maybe that's because I wasn't like exploiting the whole confusion mementos boss thing. Maybe I was supposed to do that actually and get more, but it's just like, I don't know. Like summoning personas felt like it cost too much, so I never wanted to like get rid of them and itemize them or anything. I just wanted to like, yeah, have them for whenever I needed them to fuse. And yeah, there were other little features that didn't seem very useful at all, like the whole jailing a persona thing. Like, that seemed entirely useless. I stopped doing that, like, after, like, yeah, my first few times. So I think that could have maybe used some more thought. Gotta say, actually, now that I think about it, one thing that really could have used some work, I think, is Mementos itself. I think it wasn't really the best thought-out thing. Because the palace design, the level design for the palaces was amazing. Really, they looked great, they played great. I mean, there was all sorts of jumping around, hiding. I like the hide dynamic. That's something they really added. That's actually probably the biggest change to gameplay, is having this whole sneak attack thing, which did get kind of annoying at times, but at the same time it really added a dynamic to the play and really made it a bit more exciting, a bit more interesting, and it's something that I ultimately appreciated. But with Mementos, I mean, the cat bus thing is cute and whimsical, but we're kind of taking a bit of dimension outside of these already way more boring environments. This Mementos, which is just like randomized, but you don't have the sneaking, you don't have like interesting layouts, you don't have it's just kind of blah, and that kind of made those segments of the game in particular, I think, quite a bit boring, especially since I feel like the enemies in Mementos were underleveled. I mean, I know they were like a dungeon behind, but it felt like, I don't know, like maybe they should be on level with you as opposed to behind. That would have made it a bit more interesting. And yeah, requests, the Mementos requests were okay. I felt like there was a good number of them. Like it was nice and manageable. But just, yeah, those always felt like the most boring stretches of the game to me. Really, the only thing to liven them up was the delightful character banter that they threw in there to kind of just add some levity to everything there. That really helped. But yeah, still just kind of boring. But yeah, overall, just gameplay pretty solid. I think this is gameplay-wise the best Persona game. Soundtrack, I also think, is probably the best of a Persona game. Yeah, really love all the songs. I'm gonna probably listen to it all. I mean, all of them. Persona 3, Persona 4, they all have great music too. Don't get me wrong, but this one I think really shined and really excelled in that regard. And yeah, then there's the big thing, the story. And yeah, it was good. It was really good. I think ultimately, I would say I like Persona 4's narrative a little more, because I really like the whole murder mystery vibe that it had. It really stuck to that, and it really did that well. It really was a very straightforward story with, I mean, it had a lot of twists and turns to it, but it was very easy to identify with. And this is kind of too, but in a different sort of way. This is more, well, in a lot of ways, it's a more meaningful story, I think. I think this one has a stronger message to it, and it's a message that really, really resonates with the world right now, which I appreciate. And not in a fake way either. I mean, it's easy to just sort of make associations with the whole political angle, the Shido and the Prime Minister race, but that's not really how it does it. That's not really what it's about. It's it's different. It's really tapping into something a bit more, I don't know, I don't really know how to explain it, but like something very real, something very yeah. I'm just trying to, I don't know, I'm doing this completely off cuff. I literally just finished the game, and I haven't had any chance to sort out my thoughts or really decide what I'm going to say here. So, I don't know. But, yeah, the narrative, it really had this theme of social reform that I think they pulled off remarkably well. It showed the evils of society, and that in the end, it was society that allowed those evils. That the people are in fact the ones with the power, and that it is the people who were, or in a sense are, keeping themselves from really seeing the truth of what's out there and doing something about it. And yeah, really, I mean, I say I like Persona 4 more for its simple crime story, which, I mean, isn't completely simple. There's lots of layers. Persona just in general is very smart. It's all based on, like, real psychology stuff, Jungian psychology, and, I mean, that's where Persona and Shadow comes from. That's all pretty clear. But, yeah, this one I think hit heavier with the themes and with making it a bit more real. Just the fact that the real villain, not our god, but the human villain was a politician. I mean, that says a lot. And he had his cronies who were all the sort of people who have the real power in the world. And yeah, it's very easy to see just the message it was going for, and I think it hit it remarkably well. And I respect that. I really respect what it was trying to say. I think it's a very strong and very important message, and something that we all should take to heart. And yeah, just I like the whole idea of it. I like this whole idea of being Phantom Thieves, working like against the law for the most part to shine a light on the real evils, the real corruption of the world, things that society at large is not only willing to ignore and willing to gloss over, but does so gladly. It's a message that really resonates, really makes you think, really makes you consider things, and hopefully walk away more enlightened. So I don't know anymore. I mean, I said I really appreciate Persona 4's story, but I mean, I would say that Persona 4's is more fun, which is a weird thing to say since it's all about like murders and stuff, but it had that element of, oh, what's gonna happen next? Who's gonna be the next victim? Who's gonna be thrown into the TV world next? What's going to happen? This was more... yeah, it didn't really have that same sort of thing, though it did keep its momentum. It really kept stuff. It really did have you remain very much interested, because they kept throwing different things at you. I mean, we did, starting out, have basically 3 just bad people to start off with as our targets, but after that we had Futaba, and that was something completely different. And then we had, who was after Futaba? Was it already Haru's dad? I think I'm forgetting someone. I don't know. I think it was. And that one was the one where there was like a lot of sinister stuff happening. A lot of, yeah, just bad things afoot. And, that made that interesting, added to the intrigue, built up the main story, Shido and everything. And then we had everything with Sai and that whole... Oh, that's the thing I should comment on. The whole way we started with the in media res and just... the fact that, like, the first... it's kind of... I don't know if it was 2/3... It was more than half, I feel, but like the first large portion of the game was some kind of flashback. That was kind of weird. It was I appreciate them doing that early sequence to sort of get us intrigued and give us a sense and create this sense of mystery for how this is going to happen. But it did feel a bit weird. I mean, the cutbacks to Sai and everything. And I don't know, that was an odd decision, but it kind of worked. And yeah, Akechi was annoying. I gotta go there. I haven't said anything about him. Akechi, as a character, really kind of got to me. Even in the end, like I'm not unhappy about how he ended up. It works for me. I mean, we did have some interesting stuff go down, and some pretty interesting surprises. I mean, the first big surprise was, Akechi's the traitor, which everyone rightly pointed out, I think was supposed to be a rather obvious reveal. It was more building up to the fact that, here's how we saw through the trap. But I do reiterate that that's not they hid the information. They purposely hid like almost all the information that could have possibly led us to conclude that they had seen through the trap. So instead it just felt off and weird. So I don't know if I'm quite keen on that sort of storytelling. But the other big twist, the Igor thing, was done pretty well, I think. I really didn't see that coming. I mean, they're kind of playing with expectations, given the fact that Igor's original voice actor in the Japanese died, so they had to replace him. So when he has a new voice, you think, I guess this is just the new Igor voice, even though it sounds absolutely nothing like him. But I wonder how they did that in the Japanese. Did they just get someone who does sound like him for when we got actual Igor back? I don't know. But yeah, I didn't see that coming. I didn't see a lot of how a lot of the ultimate wrap up. The whole thing with the twins originally being one, that I didn't predict. It definitely had its surprises. But I don't know. I mean, I really like the narrative for Persona 4. This one, I really like it too. It's different. I mean, Yeah, all things considered, I mean, as recently as just a few days ago, I said Persona 4 was my favorite in the series, but thinking about it all, piece by piece, I think this might have outdone it, actually. It didn't entirely feel like it the whole time, and I'm still not entirely sure, just because the characters and bits of the narrative. And this one, I mean, it wasn't perfect. There were things, as said, like, yeah, that didn't, that weren't, like, completely whatever. But, yeah, as a whole, I think this might be the new best game in the series. Definitely has me looking forward to seeing how they try and top this one. Though Persona 6, I imagine, won't be for a while. I think they're probably going to take their time on that. And just give us, hopefully, a bunch of spin-offs in the meantime. Yeah. Great game. Really great characters. I would say that the villains were kind of maybe a shortcoming for it. So one of the strong points, I think, of Persona 4 and why its story was so effective is there really was only one villain. I mean, unless you count whatever that stuff was at the very end. But, like, it was really the machinations of just one person, and that made that character really interesting. And the dungeons, the individual, I forget what they were called in the TV world, they reflected traits of your own party members, and you had to face those aspects of your party members, and that in turn added depth to them. And it was really about showing, it was really about the psychology of it, all of the personas and the shadows of the people you know, and them having to come to face with that. Which I guess was the really, really strong part of that game's storytelling. I mean, this one has its important message. That one had a lot of smaller, important personal messages about improving yourself and being true to yourself. This one was more about, like society and freedom. That was another strong thing. It has that whole thing that happens a lot in media, this whole idea of freedom versus like choosing free will over some other greater will that you could succumb to. I mean, that seems to show up a lot, and this, I think, did it really well. And it was kind of what the whole game was building up to in a very real way. But the way they did it with the characters in Persona 4, I think it added a bit more depth to them, and instead, this game had these little sub-bosses along the way, none of which were really all that interesting. I mean, they did a lot to build up Kamoshida. You really hated that guy, even though he was not the biggest offender on the list. And they also, of course, Shido. He was really well built up to be completely hateable. But most of the other ones along the way, you hated them in their story arc, but then you kind of like... I mean, you still hate them, but it's like... they're not really characters that feel like they have all that much depth. They're just kind of evil and bad. They're bad people. I mean, even the ones that were a bit more built up were still just like pretty transparently evil in a very kind of, well, I don't want to say cartoonish, but kind of, I mean, a very exaggerated way. Like, I mean, there definitely are people that evil in the world, but they're really not, they're not usually that forward about it. It wasn't even like the people we focused on always do, like that director guy and the principal and those random guys after Shido confessed. It's like a lot of really, really ridiculously evil people. And it was often a little bit hard to take seriously, but at the same time, yeah, I mean, it's what they're going for. It's the message of the game, that this is something that's real, and you need to be awake. That's, yeah. It, kind of lost my train of thought there. But yeah, just with the dungeons, the different palaces built to emphasize these characters, instead of really our characters, our playable characters, I think that's maybe why I'm tempted to say I like the Persona 4 cast more. They just feel a bit more complex to me. Not that, I mean, these characters have their complexities too. I'm not calling them flat at all. But, like, I think you get what I'm saying. Because there's a little bit added to them. Though, I mean, yeah. It's, not a huge thing. But yeah, just thinking about it all, I think I would say this is probably my favorite in the series. It was just really good. So, I mean, even if there are things I like more in Persona 4, I have to think about all the game design stuff, I have to think about the gameplay, I have to think about soundtrack and the graphics. I mean, that's something I don't really have much to say about, but it was definitely better. And yeah, this was just a really well put together, really fun game. I had a lot of fun with it, and I enjoyed Let's Playing for you. I mean, it was over a year, so I appreciate those of you who stuck with me, and I really, really thank you for encouraging me to continue this, and tuning in, going through this with me, giving me all your comments. It's really been a blast. What you can expect next from me, since I guess I'm wrapping up now, I kind of don't want to stop talking about the game, because I feel like it deserves a lot of thoughts, but I feel like I've been talking for a while, so it's probably fair to wrap up. And yeah, my air conditioner is coming on again, which is always unfortunate, so probably a good time. But yeah, what I'm going to be doing next is probably playing the story mode for the game that I'm currently streaming on Tuesday nights, Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, which I'm technically not supposed to do. They let out a message saying, oh, don't stream, or well, they said don't stream it. I don't know if they ever say anything about Let's Playing it, but I assume they probably meant it. But people have said that other people have done it just fine, and I mean, I'm not really one to follow the rules anyway. I'm your I'm a phantom thief. I'm a rebel. And, I mean, I wasn't technically supposed to Let's Play the last third of this game either. Like, that was against what Atlus put out there. And I did it anyway, and no one ever said a thing. So, I'm probably going to go ahead and do that, see what happens. And that'll be something, because I think people want to see that. I mean, it's got Ruby content, it's got Persona content, it's gonna be fun, and it'll give me an excuse to play through it. Since it's a fighting game, I don't imagine that it'll take very long as story mode for a fighting game. I think I'll probably be through that in a few weeks. Then I'll probably go to the Little Witch Academia game. I've been wanting to check it out. I mean, I know it's got like mixed reviews, but I want to see what it is because I love the series and I want to go through it. So that'll be a Let's Play. Then it'll be on to something a bit more mainstream, something that's got a lot of attention this year, which I won't say yet, but certain people know. Certain people will know. And then I'll decide from there. That's like 3 games from now, so who knows what it will be. I've gotten a lot of suggestions. Eventually I'll probably do some other big RPGs, big like really time-consuming stuff. I mean, I'm probably going to buy a Switch to play the Fire Emblem game when that comes out. And if I'm able to, I'll Let's Play that. Even if me playing Fire Emblem, that might be a bit weird for a Let's Play. Like, It's a lot of doing stuff over. I'll probably have to edit that a bit more. Because I don't let anyone die in those games, ever. I do not allow it, so I end up redoing entire levels just because of little mistakes I do. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, this was fun. This was a great experience. I really feel like I got better at it, too, as I went along. I mean, not always. I kind of messed up a lot. I'm not really the best at reading from my TV screen. I don't know why it is, either. I can read okay. I'm pretty smart. It's just like the words on the screen. I think it's probably my eyesight more than anything. My glasses are kind of out of date. And could probably be replaced. And that would probably solve a lot of problems. Or maybe my TV's small. I don't know. But I'm sorry for all the flubbed lines and me just failing at reading. But I do feel like I at least got better as it went along. I think I got a little better at commenting and providing hopefully interesting commentary. Though, I don't know. And I assume I'll get even better. As many of you probably forgot at this point, this was my first, like, big Let's Play. I mean, I did some other My Little Pony related games before, but this was like a big, full-on Let's Play, and I played the game for 168 hours, and I think you probably watched more than that if you watched the whole thing, which, big shout-out to the people who actually did watch every single episode. You're great. I hope you enjoyed this. But yeah, I think that's actually gonna cover it. This was great. This was fun. This game, probably my favorite video game of all time. I mean, I've always said Persona 4 was my favorite game of all time. So if this really did outdo it, then yeah, that's what this would be. I'm still kind of hesitant about that, though. I don't know. They're really, really close. But yeah, anyway, wrapping up. Hope you liked this entire series. Hope you really enjoyed it. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.